Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. I hope everyone has a safe and fun weekend. This is episode 6 of my podcast. We're going to roll out episode 7 probably tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. We got a big Saturday of college basketball, so I wanted to get these Friday plays out to you guys super early. There's not much as I look at my paper here. We only got 3 college games worth talking about. I'm going to incorporate a couple of NBA games on here too just to fill it up a little bit. It's going to be a quick one here. Our first game, St. Louis at St. Joe's. I got St. Louis as a 2.5-point favorite on the road. This is upset special. I'm doing this for Phil Martelli. Phil Martelli, legendary head coach for St. Joe's. His dad passed away earlier this week. I like for the kids to rally around him. There's a history of when there's death around certain sports figures, or no matter what level. If you look at high school, college, pros, whatever, whenever something, traumatic happens to somebody like that, the team really kind of, rallies around them. I have personal experiences in that regard as well. So I like for these kids to really rally around Martelli, especially with them being at home. I like the crowd and the kids to come out very, very focused. They're getting 2.5. I like them to upset St. Louis today. I think they do this one for Phil Martelli. Not a lot of action on him either, so that even plays in my favor even more. Canisius at Rider. Rider's an 8-point favorite at home. They beat them by 10 on the road this year already. Everyone's been Canisius getting the points. Rider's the best team in that conference, hands down. I'll take them laying the 8. Rider probably wins that game by double digits. Then our last college game of the night is Georgia State at UL Lafayette. As you can see, there's not very many high-profile games because everybody plays tomorrow. But if you want to pick in this game, the over-under is sitting at 164. It should be like 158 based off of what their scoring totals are. I got 73% of the bets on the over, so I'll take the under 164. That's a boatload of points for those two. 2 NBA games. We got a doubleheader, ESPN, Nuggets at the Sixers. Sixers obviously just made that trade for Tobias Harris, so they are loaded. It's their first game. They're all going to be playing together with Tobias Harris in that starting lineup with Embiid and Redick and Simmons and Jimmy Butler. But I think it's going to take them a couple games to kind of get into the flow and get used to playing with one another. The Nuggets are no slouch, 37-17. They got one of the best records in the NBA. Very solid team with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray and those guys. So I'm looking at a 4.5-point favorite for the Sixers. I like the Nuggets getting the points in this game. They're really, really good. I think the Sixers have the potential to win the East with this lineup, but with it being their first game together, I look for a slow start. I look for the Nuggets to cover that 4.5. And then last game of the night's the Timberwolves at the Pelicans. Over-under in this game's 230.5. These are two teams that score a ton of points, and they're not very good defensively. I got 67% of the bets on the under, so I'll take the over in the late game. I look for a lot of points to be scored. Two teams that run and gun and don't really play very well defensively. So that's pretty much it. This is going to be the quickest podcast as there's not much to talk about today. Everybody have a safe and happy Friday, and I'll see you for episode 7.